everyone, it's Ramon. I'm sorry to miss you guys. I'm stuck in Munich. The ice crystals here are the problem. I'll see you tomorrow. Good evening. I want to talk about the explosion of high-resolution topography for active fault research. I'm going to give some motivations and recent results, and then I'll talk about the Open Topography Project, which is a way to manage these data. Science requirements that we have for topography are that we need spatial extent and resolution sufficient to capture the phenomena of interest, but also temporal repeat to capture changes of interest, such as the before and after from the Kumamoto earthquake at lower right. Here, this drone video from the Kekerungu Fault in New Zealand, where the rupture occurred in last November. We see the intricate character of the surface rupture, as well as this sag pond indicating prior ruptures in the same area. As that video illustrated, these large earthquakes can rupture for more than 100 kilometers, yet they have fine-scale features that require measurements of less than a meter, hence our challenge. These phenomena can be measured with 3D imaging from cameras and lasers. This can be done from space-based platforms using photogrammetry from imaging systems such as the Pleiades, Constellation, Digital Globe, etc. I'm going to talk mostly about airborne laser scanning, terrestrial laser scanning, and structure from motion or photogrammetry from low altitude or ground-based systems. We see especially the drones are important platforms. In a typical laser scanning system, laser returns are collected from vegetation as well as the ground surface. These data can be gridded into digital surface models or digital terrain models. Here we see San Andreas fault traces below the trees. The structural geology of fault zones can be characterized quite well by interpreting these fine-scale disruptions of, in this case, alluvial fan topography along the San Jacinto Fault. Geomorphic offsets along the San Jacinto Fault were examined by Salisbury et al., and they could reconstruct the successive displacement in past earthquakes using high-resolution topographic data. Here, this Dragon's Back pressure ridge in the Carrizo Plain, California, shows rock uplift, which can be associated with fine-scale topographic metrics such as residual relief. The South Napa earthquake was studied by DeLong et al., and it barely broke the surface, being a magnitude 6, but detailed work they performed on cultural objects allowed them to examine these changes with high accuracy. So here they do repeat scanning of these fence lines and could show that more than 43 centimeters of motion occurred in the earthquake and immediately after. We're entering a time of ubiquitous point clouds. The Google car gathers gigabytes per second of navigation data. Tourists and people take pictures. Those pictures can be used to reconstruct environments. We also see an opening of data availability globally. Scandinavia has opened up their LiDAR data, and we see post-glacial faults very well. Also, the Philippines and New Zealand are seeing the power of these data. The U.S., led by the U.S. Geological Survey, has a big effort in high-resolution 3D elevation. These data will be extremely valuable for many applications. The Open Topography Project is a portal to topographic data and tools. We have global and local data sets, dozens of partnerships, a diverse user community who has processed more than 3 trillion points. Our interest is not so much in the head of a topographic data curve, but really the long tail, those smaller data sets that are acquired by individuals or small teams, but which have great value. Our Open Topography Community data space is going to enable the upload of these sorts of data. Here, for example, we see the lander's surface rupture as was imaged using a balloon-based system. Once the data are in Open Topography, we can enable data discovery and sharing, interactive visualization using multiple tools, high-performance processing, and really enable more people to work with more of these data. Thanks a lot for listening. I hope you'll come and visit us at opentopography.org, and you can find data such as these on the right. The Wasatch Fault near Salt Lake City breaks through these beautiful moraines